CIT 1122 Packet Tracer Instructional Video 741. 741 is almost identical to what we just did in the previous one, 7210, except for there's no step-by-step instructions. We'll walk through the exact, basically the same thing. Keep in mind, I don't know, we'll try to pull some rabbits out of the hat here, but this is basically the exact same lab, just no instructions. The DNS server is even the exact same IP address, so 20.254. So let's go ahead and walk through the steps, what we need to do. And we're going to go through the steps in the exact same order. We're going to do exclude ranges, then we're going to do pools, we're going to do relay agents, and then we'll set up DHCP, Cisco router interface as a DHCP client, and that'll knock this thing out. So here's the good news. You got two labs. They're both almost exactly the same. So the amount of stuff that you really need to learn in this chapter is not that great. And absolutely every single one of the angles has been covered, including the exclude ranges and the relay agents and the DHCP acceptance or Cisco router interface as a DHCP client. It's all here. Let's start with router 2, and we're going to build two DHCP pools for the router 1 LAN and the router 3 LAN, and we're going to name them as such as listed in steps 2 and 3. Let's go ahead and do that now. First things first, we'll set the exclude ranges for both of those. So let's go ahead and do that. So IP DHCP exclude address 192.168.10.1 through 192.168.10.10. So just the first same 10 addresses again. And since we're here, and it's going to be really easy to edit, let's just do the exclude ranges for 30 right now also. So we'll do 30.1 through 30.10. If you did, here's a good point. If you didn't do the lab before this with step-by-step, you should go do that one. That way this won't seem, if this is getting weird at all, then it probably won't. So, all right, let's create a DHCP pool for the network off of LAN 1. So IP DHCP pool, and we're going to name that R1-LAN. And the minimum things we need to set are the network, and whenever we set a network, we always have to have a subnet mask that goes along with it to define the size of the network. We have to have a default gateway. The default gateway is called default router here instead of default gateway. No big deal. And we need a DNS server because we want to resolve domain names. So DNS server is 192.168.20.254. I'm pretty sure that's right. 20.254. Yeah, that is right. Okay, good. And that one's done. So cool. Let's do the pool for LAN 3. So same deal, IP DHCP pool. Couple things here. Well, I guess one thing I would want to mention is that notice the DNS server is the same. That's because it's the same DNS server that they're both going to utilize, and they are both right off of the DNS server does not have to be on the same network, unlike the default gateway. Okay, so that's done. Oh, PCs are not getting addresses until we do the relay agents on router 1 and router 3. Relay agent for router 1 will go on G0/0. Relay agent for router 3 will go on G0/0. So we'll use the exact same command, except for we're going to use the next hop IP, and it's 10.1.1.2 and 10.2.2.2, exactly what it was last lab. So let's go ahead and do that. G0/0 is the LAN facing interface. on our 1. 10.1.1.2 is the next hop WAN interface, the one on router 2 serial 000. Cool. And that's done. Let's see if PC1 gets an address. It should. It should get 10.11, and it did. Fantastic. Great. Let's do router 3. Same exact way. .2.2.2 is the next hop on this one. Check PC2. And it gets an address also. Cool. Good stuff. Okay, I think that we've done most of this. Configure R1 and R3 as DHCP relay agents. Check. Set up PC1 and PC2 to receive IP addresses. Check. Configure R2 as a DHCP client. Ooh, we didn't do that yet. Let's do that now. So this interface, once again, is G0/1. And it's going to be a DHCP client. It's going to get its address from the internet router over here that we can't see the configuration from. So this is very common. I mean, if you went back to your home and you thought about the internet address that you get from your ISP, it's most likely DHCP based. On your smartphone, on your home network. You can lease your own static IP addresses. So that is an option. IP address, DHCP. That's all there is to it. Let's see if it got an address. I wish I could type. Okay, there we go. And G0/1. Oh, it didn't get one yet. Oh, I didn't no-shut it. Whoops. Okay, that's a thing. INTG 0/1. Scored 100 points. Didn't no-shut the interface. No shut. Now let's see what happens. And not yet. Let's give it one more try. And I'm closing, and then I'm ending the video anyway. Yeah, it's not getting one. Horrible. All right. Anyway, we did score all the points, and that's the important thing. Oh, this link hasn't come up yet. There it goes. Okay, last time, I swear. And hey, there's our public IP. Fantastic. 209.165.200.254. I bet yours is the same. Thanks again, and we'll see you in chat. No labs in Chapter 8. See you in Chapter 9.